Hey, this is Matt. Once again, we're coming back to another videos, another paid request, this time for OtakuGaming HD, also known as the movie reviewer next door. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is without a doubt the worst of the Angel franchise. Why this needed a franchise, I don't know. The first one, to me, is the only good one. The only truly good one. It should have stopped at that. But this is easily the worst one. Why? Because it looks cheap. It's very dull. It's far, far from any merit in the first movie. I keep reading places that say this is supposed to be a pilot for a cable TV show, but don't see anything that says that's correct. So I don't know if that's a rumor that perpetuated itself. What I did find was that apparently this was a film that was going to be called Assault with a Deadly Weapon. And then I guess in pre-production, the executive producer said, well, in some territories we could market this as Angel 4. So change this and this and this of the script. And it was too late, I guess, to do anything else. So that's why Angel, which her name is Angel, formerly Molly, whatever. She's a blonde. You have really none of the characters from the previous films. Very, very, very little to do with the whole franchise. That's why there's inconsistencies. I mean, even the cover of the film, if you look up the VHS cover, it says, as my body says I want to puke. My word wanted to say was, the VHS said executive by day, hooker by night. She's never an executive in this, and she's never a hooker in this. So, if you look at the VHS cover, which, I don't know, for all I know, YouTube will get mad if I show that, so I'll just have the title. But find the VHS cover. Executive by day, hooker by night, and she's neither in the movie. She's not an executive. She's a police photographer. She's not a hooker. She goes undercover to be a groupie and a photographer for a rock band. And it takes place in the music industry. It's filmed like a rejet episode of Beverly Hills 90210 with the picture quality and the way it's filmed. So maybe that's why people assumed it was made for a pilot for a TV show. You have terrible music, which hurts a film dealing with the music industry, rock bands. When you have music that's terrible, it's a double entendre of F and U. It is. So the way it begins is this terrible music video with fake, cheap graphics and wanty fire. And you're like, what the hell? Oh, this is the movie. Okay. And they bring in recognizable people. The bad guys are Patrick Kilpatrick, the Sandman from John Claude Van Damme's Death Warrant. He plays a henchman working for Roddy McDowell. Yes, Peter Vincent from the original Fright Night, from the original Planet of the Apes, and some of its sequels. Roddy McDowell having an accent. I forget. It's I don't know specifically what the accent is, the term for it, but he's like, oh, by and by. No, toodaloo. Oh, by and by. Oh, by and by, it's a tight show. I don't know how to word it. I mean, Roddy McDowell, I love Roddy McDowell. Love him as an actor. Even in this, it's just nice to see him in there. Granted, I'm like, why the hell is he in this? Well, I know why, because paycheck. But it's just sad that during that time, you had this wonderful actor in Roddy McDowell, and the best he could get is films like Mirror, Mirror 2, and a few years before, Cutting Class, and this film. I'm like, no one in Hollywood looked at this guy and said, hey, you know what, this is a damn good actor, let's give him a damn good role. just a shame. So Roddy McDowell is a manager of this band called the AK-47, and Patrick Kilpatrick is this henchman. The beginning is Kilpatrick's trying to tell this promo guy to keep playing the band songs in rotation like he was paid for, and the guy gets scared, goes on the roof. Kilpatrick even says, "Take it easy, take it easy." And the guy is so stupid he falls off the damn roof. Now, granted, Kilpatrick's a bad guy because he usually plays bad guys, but he didn't push the guy, murder the guy. Literally, the guy fell. And so you cut to our lead, who's a police photographer, Zekia by day my ass, meets up with an old friend, Paula, who's a groupie following this band, AK-47, and his lead singer, Piston Jones, who, I'm sorry, terribly acted, posh, British, emo rocker who likes to take pills, or you say his manager forces him to take pills, who has this very assertive girlfriend, but not girlfriend, but she's so assertive and bitchy and threatens any woman that comes near him. And I'm sorry, she was terrible as well. The lead, Darlene Voget, V-O-G-E-T. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I could tolerate her acting, but I mean, with this script, if you got the girl from the very first movie, she couldn't handle this script. So I think for the script given, she's trying. Once in a while, a quirky, fun bit comes out of it, like she's in a relationship with a DJ, and the DJ keeps trying to get her to watch the movie Reformed Schoolgirls. I mean, not many movies have a Reformed Schoolgirls reference. But a lot of it's about this tortured British rocker, and Paula has sex with this guy because she's a groupie, and then he takes pills, and then he goes crazy and threatens her because he's off his rocker, and then his other girl, Jade, the bitchy one, comes in. I thought it was funny because she comes in, looks at the girl, and she says, "You whore! You whore! You whore!" And then, this is like a real bad piece of editing. Spoiler for those who are interested in seeing Angel 4. Spoilers. You could tell that Paula is sitting there still alive, coughing. This lady, angry, "You whore, you whore." Then she walks out and asks Piston Jones, "What have you done? What have you done?" And then Ronnie McDowell gets a phone call to tell Patrick Kilpatrick, clean up a mess, and then Paul is found dead. So I don't know if the movie's like trying to fake this and thinking that the Rocker finished the job or Patrick Kilpatrick finished the job. No, it's very clear that this lady, Jade, is the one that killed her. So when they make it such a surprise, I'm like, no, it shouldn't be a surprise. The Rocker went out the room, was frightened, like, what did I do? She's being bitchy, calling this one a whore. She keeps threatening people, saying, "I'm gonna kill you." I mean, if you had Patrick Kilpatrick as a guy that's willing to throw someone off the roof and actually throw him, maybe he would be a threat, but it's like... And the movie's like trying to make us think that the Rocker did it. I'm like, there's no way the Rocker would have done it. Again, you clearly see the girl alive, coughing, and then that's the last person with her is the angry bitchy Jade, who has a prune face and is like upset 24/7 and Fatal Attraction Psycho style type of behavior. The Rocker is just being a tortured soul for his show, or talking to his pills, going, "You been a bad pill? No, please don't eat me, Peaston. Oh, I'm going to eat you, Mr. Pill." He literally does that. There's no quirky side characters like the first one. Even Roy Calhoun, who's in the first two. So there's no quirky side characters. It doesn't really have, other than a reference to Reform Schoolgirls, there's really no humor. It's really not that funny. It's definitely not action packed like the second one was. So it's not heartfelt like, well, I say heartfelt, but it's, the first one is the one that felt like a legitimate movie in an exploitation manner with a horror crazy, that serial killer guy thread of a plot. The second one was an action movie. The third one was a sleazy movie. This is just a shitty movie. Shitty because it's looks low rent budget, terrible acting, annoying tortured British rock suckitude, terrible songs. If you don't have rock and roll, have some good songs at least. A wasted Roddy McDowell. A completely misleading cover. There ain't no damn executives. There ain't no damn hookers. Like I said, the whole way it's shot is like a Beverly Hills 90210 or Melrose Place episode. Or an episode of Red Shoe Diaries. For those who remember that. So after our lead police photographer finds Paula's body, she's called to the scene to take a picture, sees it's her. You have this funny line delivery where her boss, like, "What's the trouble?" And she's like, "My friend's dead. They don't care about her. She's just another dead whore." Just something about that line or that delivery was funnier than it was meant to be. And then it's a lot of just Darlene Vogel trying to be a groupie, but more a photographer, becoming friends with the rocker, talking with the rocker, calming him down as he's upset about a music video, explaining the deep themes of the music video that calms him down, and Jade gets upset because Angel is calming him and not herself. It's a very boring movie. It's a very boring film, uneventful. Even the ending, just, there's more exciting bits of finales and TV shows. It's not an exaggeration. Again, if this was meant to be a pilot for a TV show, or cable show, because there's a little bit of nudity, so I don't know what cable network it would have been. I can't find any info as to what that thought process was. Again, from what I understand, it's supposed to be a movie called Assault with a Deadly Weapon, because I think that's the name of the song in the opening credits, I believe. And again, the band's name is AK-47. Cootie. This is the type of shit that even Ford Fairlane will look at the job and go, "You and Bob, that your names is just what you do. Might as well fucking hang the fucking koala bear." This is like the type of film Adventures of Ford Fairlane would make fun of. I love Adventures of Ford Fairlane. Rock and roll detective. Bring him in this. If he was in this and the bigger budget and better script and better everything, it'd be a lot better. So you get to the finale, super spoiler. She goes, tossed to the docks. They looked at the blood. They say the blood that was on your friend left there was from a female. So the only female to be was Jade. Meanwhile, they're filming a music video in this factory-looking place. The Rocker is out of it. Our lead tries to calm him down. Jade, why don't you tell him the truth? She kind of admits the truth. And then the Rocker just kind of falls. Like, the Rocker knows he didn't do it. He's still there with the chains. Apparently, he can't, I don't know, doesn't know how to take the damn chains off? Doesn't know how to balance himself? Looked like he fell. Ooh. Hung himself. Jade. Oh. Right before that, Jade got pissed and pushed Angel off. As this hilarious scene where she's like, ah. It cuts away. And then it cuts to another shot of this like drum set. And you can tell it's just someone being like, okay, now jump into it. So, and then after the Rocket does it, the Jade's like, it's your fault. She jumps, ah. So, Angel gets like a piece of guitar, and there's this awkward cut where Jade gets impaled by the damn piece of the guitar. Patrick Kilpatrick never gets a comeuppance. Roddy McDowell never gets a comeuppance. It seems like the whole story of the promo guy falling off the roof, after about 5 minutes, is completely forgotten. It seems like they're trying to force this other subplot where Patrick Kilpatrick visits the DJ and says, you better show our music, you better rotate our music, you better keep playing that band. And the DJ says no because another guy, you broke that guy's hand to threaten him. I'm out of it, I'm not going to do it anymore. Now, you think something dangerous don't come out of it, the DJ's going to get killed, the DJ's going to be in trouble, the DJ's going to be in deep spit of shit, and Angel has to save him. Patrick's going to try to hit someone, kill someone. No. The DJ tells him no. Another guy comes in and says, well, you know, that guy has hurt hand. I got to fill in for him. Oh, I love that band, 1847. Patrick Kilpatrick's like, oh, yeah, you like that band? Well, we're doing a music video. Oh, I'd love to see that sometime, but I gotta do this. Then it cuts away, and nothing's done with that subplot. So Patrick Kilpatrick isn't even a threat. He told the guy to take it easy, and he actually fell off a roof. He talks to a DJ, and the DJ tells him no, and Patrick Kilpatrick does nothing. Ryan McDowell, I mean, I guess you could say technically they didn't do anything other than I just clean up the mess. So they were part of it. But there's no evidence to showcase they're part of it. Jade admitted to doing the deed and she stupidly jumped in and accidentally impaled herself. So the others get away scot-free. There's no them getting arrested, them getting shot, them getting killed. Nothing. Ron Medell was upset that his leader of his band died. But probably not that upset because it ends with apparently for 40 weeks or whatever, I don't know how long, 4 weeks, their song has been at the top. So I guess now Roddy and Patrick Kilpatrick will be making the money. So I guess they won, but the movie doesn't show it. It just shows Angel talking with the DJ and they go out to dinner or something. And more horrible scening. This movie is just terrible in terms of story, in terms of plot. There's barely any connection with the previous Angel films. No quirky fun characters. Wasted Roddy McDowell and Patrick Kilpatrick. Emo British pomper of a purple people eater. Cheap Jad production and direction and look, cinematography of the film. Reject TV show quality of the look. Listen, easily the worst of all 4 of those films. No wonder why it wasn't included in the Vinegar Syndrome release that had the 3 films. Although, to be fair, they released some stuff that's pretty questionable in terms of quality as well. So maybe it is a bit surprising. Obviously, it's due to rice jizz, whatever. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye.